Yeah, and I'll confirm for you, I have been able to confirm with witnesses that there are at least 4 grand juries currently doing work on the weaponization, Russia collusion, all the way through Ukraine impeachment investigation. That's the grand conspiracy case. One's in New York, 2 in Virginia, 1 is in Pennsylvania. That's what I've been able to learn thus far. So the grand juries are working. Where they are doesn't matter. That doesn't mean where the indictments are. It just means it makes it easier for people to gather evidence. So, but that's a big deal. Eric Eggers nailed up that poll, which was first in my book with Seamus Bruner back in 2020, Fallout, is the key thing. Hillary did a poll of all of the crises in her life. I mean, you got Vince Foster, you got Whitewater, you got the Asian money fundraising scandal, you've got the other fundraising scandals in her life. And everybody thought at the December of 2015 that when the poll came back to tell them internally what was their biggest liability, they were going to say classified email scandal, right? The private email server. And it didn't. It came back that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton's too close relationship with Russia was her biggest liability. And that is the genesis. I interviewed Clinton campaign officials in 2020, and they said, yep, that's why we hung that Russian shingle on Donald Trump's house, because we realized it was our liability. We had to project it on Republicans to get through the 2016 election. Now, what were they hiding? They are hiding a decade of failure of Democratic policy towards Russia. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama came and said, we're going to reboot the Russian relationship. Let's give them everything, treat them real nice, and they're going to give us love back. And you know what Putin did? He took all the nice things we wanted, uranium that we gave them, nuclear deals with our utilities, new gas and oil deals. We helped them set up Skokovo, which was their version of our West Coast technology centers. And they took everything they get from us, and then they thumbed their nose at us. Actually, they gave us a middle finger, and they invaded Ukraine the first time in 2014. And then Donald Trump comes in. He's going to clean up that mess, except that those same Democrats had to hamper his ability to do that. They hung a fake scandal on him, tied up the entire world from being able to create a better U.S.-Russia relationship, not one based on appeasement, but one based on strength from America's side. They kept the president from doing that. Then Joe Biden gets back in. They go back to appeasement. What happens? A second invasion of Ukraine and a much larger and more deadly war. And then Donald Trump comes in, and today, potentially, is the rebound moment from that decade of failure from Democrats. If Donald Trump can exercise strength and get a deal with Putin, he will have ultimately showed the Democrats how much damage they did to the world and how much damage they didn't need to do to the world.